Hello everyone, in this video we are talking about the Miss Supranational 2022 swimsuit competition. I'm going to be covering every single contestant, so let's just get into it, starting with Argentina. I felt like Argentina gave a good performance. She definitely has model vibe. She definitely knows how to work a stage. With Belgium, I thought this woman is obviously very pretty, but her performances are often too plain. Bolivia's foot placement was definitely not the best. Brazil, oh my gosh, Brazil has a really great body in my opinion. She didn't give a bad performance either. With Cambodia, I actually loved the attitude for swim, so I felt like Cambodia did a good job also. Canada actually had great foot placement. I feel like she had some sort of modeling training in the past. Chile stumbled and she should have removed her sarong, maybe even at the beginning of her performance, because it made her look a bit wider than she actually was. With China's not the best performer just overall, so yes, take that as you will. With Colombia, I don't know, I felt like I expected a lot from Colombia when it came to swim, but I felt like it was a bit awkward with the sarong. With Costa Rica definitely to me was way too stiff and she didn't give enough hip. Cote d'Ivoire, oh my gosh, this color on her was enough to send me through the roof. I felt like she looked so beautiful and she gave a good performance either. Cuba's performance on the other hand was too bouncy and I felt like her styling was not the best either. With Curacao, why does it feel like she was sort of slightly off balance? I don't know, it just feels like that to me. With Czech Republic, oh my gosh, this woman is impossibly fresh looking, if I can quote Sex and the City. She just looked so fresh and just natural, and like she literally just came off the beach. So amazing. I absolutely love Czech Republic in swim. Denmark, we've established this at the Miss Elegance competition. This woman just doesn't know how to perform, so moving on. With Dominican Republic, oh my gosh, I felt like she had too much arm swinging. Without that, her performance would have been much better. And with Ecuador, her arms was on her waist a lot of the time, which I don't know, it just tells me that you don't know what to do with your arms, which is distracting and annoying. With El Salvador, she didn't give nearly enough attitude to impress in the swimsuit competition. England, on the other hand, was not performing. She was just walking, not performing at all. With Finland, there was an attempt at a performance, but it didn't hit, you know, it didn't stick. With France, she should have taken off the sarong way sooner than she did. I thought that was the one thing about her performance that annoyed me a bit. Germany, on the other hand, just gave me nothing. She gave me nothing to work with. It's unfortunate that it's the European countries who are struggling like this. And then we have Ghana. Okay, Ghana was definitely serving a little something. Okay, I was sort of impressed with Ghana after the ones that we had before Ghana. Ghana actually brought something. Then we have Greece. I don't know why Greece is sort of giving me giraffe vibes. Is it just me? Like her performance, not her look. Obviously, she's a stunning, angelic looking woman, but like her performance, the way she walked a bit, you know. And then we have Guatemala. Guatemala should definitely straighten out her back. Her back wasn't nearly straight enough. Haiti, oh my gosh, she had a gorgeous body and at least attempted at a great performance. So I'm very impressed with Haiti thus far. Then we have Hong Kong. Hong Kong did not give me enough hip at all. When it comes to swimsuit, I want to see those hips swinging, and I felt like so little of the women actually did this. Iceland was giving Baywatch vibes, but her face was obviously very nervous. With India, oh my gosh, thank goodness for India. India came and just blew the competition out of the water. She actually gave a performance with a capital P. Thank goodness for India. India was absolute perfection when it came to swimsuits. With Indonesia was good, But after India, I expected way more from Indonesia. With Ireland, where's the flavor? Where's the flavor? I'm not getting it. I'm getting like bland 2-minute noodles. With Jamaica, oh my gosh, yes, Jamaica is so stunning. I felt like Jamaica is just so stunning overall. I felt like her face game was also much better this time around than at the Miss Elegance competition. Japan, I felt was not bad either, to be honest. With Kenya, she was, I don't know, there was something off with her face, definitely. I definitely think that she's doing too much with her face. Korea needs to work on her performance, definitely, as well. And I think that's the case for a lot of the women competing. Like, a lot of them just don't know how to perform or what a performance entails. And that's upsetting. Kazakhstan didn't stand out either to me, while Kyrgyzstan was struggling with that cape. Laos, was it just me or was her heels too low? Like, I felt like she was wearing some 6cm heels there on stage. I don't know why it looked like that to me, but it was sort of distracting. Lesotho was great in my opinion, but why are her eyes literally so dead? It looks like there are no emotion behind those eyes. Girl, you need to start smizing on stage. Then we have Malta. Malta was bland. I was getting dry toast. Moving on. With Malaysia, I felt like she was underwhelming as well, which is sad because I actually love Malaysia. I loved her at the Miss Elegance competition, but I definitely felt like she was underwhelming here. Mauritius is an absolute goddess. Oh my gosh, this woman is, oh, she is so incredibly gorgeous. But that's just not enough sometimes. You can get the basics of a good swimsuit performance and you can have the most beautiful body, beautiful face, beautiful movements, be graceful, whatever. If you don't like do something special or something extra, you're still going to be overtaken by women like India, who gave their all on stage and left nothing, left no stone unturned when it came to their performance. With Mexico again, too bland, not giving enough. Namibia should have taken the sarong off. She should have taken that sarong off. She should have done something more. I don't know why a lot of the women are not performing. Like, they got the basics. They got the basics of walking, of giving face, whatever. But then they're not taking the extra step to go the extra mile to have a whole routine, have a whole performance, have a special sort of move, you know, a la Catriona Gray or whatever. Then we have Nepal, good, but not good enough, in my opinion. Netherlands is wearing my faduk at her waist. I don't know what that was about, but that was enough to turn me off. Like, get back to the kitchen if you're going to be wearing my faduk around your waist. Then we have Nigeria. Nigeria didn't give enough hip, and I felt like her head was down a lot of the time. Panama had less flavor, way less flavor than I was expecting Panama to have. Paraguay didn't know what to do with her hands, and unfortunately it was blatantly obvious during her performance. Peru had a decent performance. Again, this is one of those instances where she has the basics, she has the beauty, she has the face game under control, she knows how to walk, but she didn't give something extra. She didn't give like something that sets her apart, you know what I mean? Then we have the Philippines. She definitely practiced a routine, which is obvious, but I don't know, there was something off about it. Listen, I'm just going to say it, there was something off about it. I know the Philippines keyboard warriors are probably going to come for me, but then we have Poland. Poland again, too bland, way too bland, not standoutish enough. Portugal chose violence with that sarong fling. Like, woo, thank goodness nobody was standing near her because they would have got it in the face. With Puerto Rico is just lovely. Oh my gosh, this woman, she stands out on her own just by existing. She is so lovely. I wouldn't be surprised if Puerto Rico won, guys, to be honest. With Romania, she was not bad. She could have done more, however. Singapore, just again, she's not giving enough. A lot of these women are just not doing enough. They're not giving standout performances, memorable performances the way that India was. Slovakia, listen, we don't condone mediocrity, so moving on. South Africa looked stunning. I did expect a turn. I did expect like a turn from her. I did expect something a bit extra, a bit pizzazz, but unfortunately, again, we didn't get that. With Spain, oh my gosh, not the arms, please. Oh, what the hell is it with Spain and her arms? I don't get it. With Thailand, oh my gosh, Thailand actually gave a great performance. I felt like she was so gorgeous. That face is so gorgeous. And I'm so glad for Thailand, you know, putting her all out there because she is 29. This is basically her last year that she can compete internationally. And then we have Trinidad and Tobago. And I feel like, you know, catwalk basics are putting one foot in front of the other. Trinidad and Tobago unfortunately did not do that. And that bothered me. With Turkey, I don't know. She was way better at Miss Elegance. I don't understand where her Miss Elegance, you know, skills went out the window. But, you know, obviously there's a difference between a swimsuit competition and gown competition or whatever. But I feel like I expected a lot from Turkey and I got way less than I expected. With United States, she was okay, but being the United States, I feel like United States is sort of usually very good at swimsuit performances, not only at Miss Universe, but overall, across the board, I feel like United States is usually very decent at swimsuit performances, and for that reason, I expected a lot more from the United States. Like I expected a bit more attitude, freshness, things like that. Then we have Ukraine. Ukraine is lovely, but I don't know, it felt like it was a bit awkward at the end. I feel like she obviously came across like she didn't practice a routine at all, which is definitely necessary if you're going overseas to represent your country. Uruguay, meanwhile, was just literally skipping down the runway. And then we have Venezuela. Venezuela's face game. Oh, her face game is on point. But there was definitely something off with her hips as she was walking. Vietnam is, oh my gosh, this woman is a model through and through. Oh my word, I was so impressed with Vietnam. Zambia, you know, she has the most obvious facial transitions in the world. And I feel like she should have practiced that more, but unfortunately we are at this point where there is no more time for practice, and I feel like Zambia's facial transitions might even be her downfall, to be honest, not to be dramatic. Lastly, Zimbabwe, she gave an amazing performance, in my opinion. I felt like Zimbabwe gave a very great performance. And I will say this until she does this, she still needs to darken her eyebrows. It's just with those lights and things like that, it's obvious that her eyebrows are a bit too light, and I feel like it would up her look way more, especially on camera, if her eyebrows were a bit more darker and obvious. So yes guys, those were my thoughts on the Miss Supranational 2022 swimsuit competition. Please let me know yours in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and I will see you in the next one. Bye!